Okay, we are live. Welcome back to episode 42 of Xbox and Chill. What's happening, everyone? Max and Mega, how you going, guys?
Good, man. How are you? How are you, Maxi boy? Long time?
Yeah, going good. It's been forever since we've done an episode.
I know.
I know.
Bunch of lazy bastards.
Yeah, I think it is that. Yeah, but going good. How are you boys
had a good
going?
excuse, though, haven't you, Max? You've had a good excuse for not being on any podcasts or anything, haven't you? What's your excuse?
Setting up a YouTube channel. Is that it? No, I've had my firstborn child.
Nice one, mate.
His name's Max, so yeah, it's all good, and moved house and a lot of things going on the last few months, boys. But it's all good. It's so good to be back.
Definitely.
Halfway through the Australian summer too, so we've all been doing the family stuff.
Oh, and it's been so hot as well.
Playing games as well. Like, we've been playing a lot of games, so
yeah,
too many games.
Yeah, there is too many games, and that's on top of the backlog as well.
Oh yeah, the backlog.
That just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, I've decided I've stopped downloading games with gold games just for the sake of it now. Because my 5 terabytes nearly full.
That's those 4K updates. That's what it is.
They would kill it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're a killer, and they're going to get worse as well.
Oh, mate, they are definitely. Oh.
We thought we better do an episode before Max takes over with his new channel, Max Power's new channel. So it's pretty cool. Check it out. There's a link in the description below.
Yeah, I'm a long way off Sticky's Man with a Million.
That was complete ass. That was complete ass.
Hey, you got to roll with it, man.
Yeah, that's it.
Take the credit, man. Take the credit. You don't know when it's going to happen again.
Too. That saved your account, didn't it? Because I got the email saying they haven't got enough, whatever. So yours would have been good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I didn't get that email.
Congrats, man. Well done.
Well, quick shout out to everyone in the chat. We've got Jesse Walker. The original Jesse Walker was on our episode 1 of Xbox and Chill.
Yeah.
Back then it was, what was it? Doug.
Yeah.
So
I still call it that sometimes.
Oh, I missed that first couple, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
We've got Sparky, Link, Prophet, Sonshu, Matt Jones. Thanks for dropping by. Hopefully we can entertain.
That's a tall order,
Shansu.
but we'll try.
Yeah,
Shansu's, shout out to Shansu for a second. He likes every achievement that I unlock on Xbox. He's a legend.
Yeah.
It keeps me going.
Could be a bit of a stalker there, Mega.
No, good supporter. Good supporter.
He's a legend. Yeah, he's a bit of a supporter of Mega.
Legend.
He's on Team Mega. Yeah.
Team Mega, yeah.
Hey, he likes my stuff too, so.
He's team both of us then.
Yeah, well, so a bit has changed since our last show. Yeah, like we got some pretty good hits on the YouTube channel. Yeah, Maxi's opened his own. Well, you actually had that channel for a while, didn't you? But you've just started putting heaps of content.
Oh, yeah. It's been, I probably had it for about 3 or 4 years, but just never really did anything until last week. Thought, I might have a go at this YouTube stuff, see if it's any good. And yeah, it's really enjoyable. And also with the podcast being off as well, I just get to talk about games.
I know. It's been hard. It's been hard not talking about games. I've been on Twitter like a maniac.
Yeah.
Just tweeting everyone, so.
It is a good way to scratch that itch, though, isn't it? Just to get on and do a little bit of videos.
Oh,
talk
definitely.
for 5 minutes. Pull the pants down, whatever you want.
pull them down. Take them off. You got to take them off, Mega. That's how you do it.
I'll put them back on. I don't know. Either way.
No, but it's been good. It's been really good.
Yeah.
Talking about lots of different games, and, there's so many things to talk about. It's been 3 months since we've done a show, so there's so many things. And lots happened over Christmas and the New Year as well.
We better get as many shows as we can in before Xbox no longer make consoles, because apparently they're leaving the console game altogether. Next week, yeah, it's happening.
Yeah, next week, I think. Yeah, they're gone.
Chuck your Xboxes in the bin because they're no longer going to be useful.
It'll just be an app on PlayStation.
It's just going to be an app. It's going to be an app. You buy a TV and it'll be an app. It'll be an Xbox app. That's how you'll be playing all your games.
And I'm going to play Xbox on my 9.7-inch iPad. Yeah, I can see that happen.
Oh, awesome.
So,
What's going on, Iceman? So
Hey, buddy.
Bye.
Hey, Iceman. Hey, Profi. Sparky.
Yeah,
Prophet's
so we
always
did
hanging
have
around.
Scratch.
MJ.
Oh yeah, Prophet's just put his homework down for a minute. He's he's checking out the show. Thanks, Prophet. So anyway, yeah, we're going to have Scratch on the show, and he still might turn up. He's missing in action at the moment. So
We think his alarm, he's tripped his alarm, didn't go off.
That's always the time
Well,
zones.
Well, it's 5 a.m. over there, and I said, man, I can't ask you to come on the show at 5 a.m. And he's like, man, you didn't ask. I'm telling you, I'm coming on. So I'm sure he'll be here. He reckons he gets up
It's
at 5
still
a.m.
early.
He gets up
Obviously
at 5 a.m.
doesn't.
every day. Yeah. So
So if he comes in, he'll drop in. It's all
yeah,
good.
he'll definitely drop in.
Hey, Cyber, Delilah, in the chat.
Delilah, awesome. What's happening,
Thanks for
Cyber?
joining us.
That's
What
it.
time
Well,
is
we
it
better
over there,
talk
Delilah?
about.
Yeah.
I think it's 5 a.m.
You're
in the
5
East
a.m. over there
Coast.
too? Damn.
Yeah, that's
So
commitment.
many people. The East Coast seems to have that many more people into gaming in the States, I've noticed. Like, everyone on Twitter, well, not everyone, but a lot of people on Twitter, even people I play with on Xbox, they're from the East
Yeah,
Coast. I
They
don't know
are.
why that is.
You're right. They're all around New York and the East Coast and Chicago, all up around there. All of them, it seems like.
Yeah, I know. There's a few from the LA and stuff, but yeah.
Even down south, like Florida and all that. Yeah. Must be something in the water.
Yeah, I thought they'd be into gaming on that on that West Coast with all that legalized marijuana over there, Anyway. All right, well, we may as well hop into it. We've got our first topic. We're going to go straight for the jugular. We're going into pretty popular topic at the moment. It's absolutely smashed Twitter and social media in general. So, yeah, Game Pass.
Oh, yeah.
A few changes, obviously.
Huge.
Well, actually, episode 16, I think we had Scratch on, and we were all talking about Game Pass. It was just announced back then. And I just listened to it before. We're all pretty optimistic about Game Pass, and saying where will it go, like what will they do with it? Will it be just, last year when it came out or whatever, it was pretty, even now if you look at it, the games on there they're pretty stock standard. And but we all sort of had a lot of optimism for it, and looks like Xbox come through with the goods, putting all their first party games or Microsoft Studio games on Game Pass day one. Which is just crazy.
Which is awesome.
It's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Awesome,
incredible.
crazy awesome.
I know.
It's a bold move from Microsoft. It really takes the industry in a different direction. You're talking about new games on launch day for basically nothing. A $60 to $100 game.
Cup of coffee a week.
Oh, it's nothing like, and you can play it on the first day. It's a pretty big step in the industry. It can change everything in the years to come.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I know. It's I don't know. A couple of my mates, they're sort of semi-gamers. They're gamers, definitely. They've been on Xbox for years, on Xbox Live. And I was talking to them about it last night. I said, like, don't buy Sea of Thieves because it's going to be on Game Pass. Just get Game Pass. And they're like, yeah, it won't be on. It won't be on. It won't be on there for long. It'll be on there for a month. I said, nah. I said they've come out and said that all these games are permanently there, permanently going to be there. They're not going to take them off. They're going to rotate them. So, which is pretty cool.
I mean, I said it in my video as well. So there's a bit of a plug for my channel. But Sea of Thieves is the perfect game for this Game Pass. It needs like no barrier to entry. So people don't have to fork out $60 or $100 to play this game. It can be, what is it, $10.95 a month in Australia?
Yeah.
Put it down. You get to play the whole game for like a month with your friends, see if you like it. And if you do, we'll just keep the subscription going. It's just a fantastic thing for Sea of Thieves. to do this
It
as
is.
well. It's exactly what it needs.
And because it's a new IP as well, it gets people to try
exactly.
the game.
Yeah.
You know, I was on the fence about it, to be honest. I've never
Me
played.
too.
I've played no alpha. I've played no beta still. But I'm going to try this day one. I'm going to download it straight away, and I'm going to give it a good crack. And it's not going to cost me basically anything. I've got the Game Pass subscription anyway, so I'm just going to run with it and see what it's like. And if I love it, perfect. And who knows? I mean, it's going to be microtransactions and other bits and pieces on this. Because it's free in a way, I might find myself buying a couple of things.
You're the perfect customer for Game Pass and Sea of Thieves. If Sea of Thieves is to succeed, it needs people to play it and a community to grow with it. Because, I mean, even for me personally, I don't know if I'd fork out $100 for Sea of Thieves.
No,
from what I've played in the alpha.
Buy it,
but
I'll be honest.
The future of it can be really, really good. And for $10 a month, it's really, really good.
Yeah, give it a go. And the good thing about this too, like these 3 games that are got, like the first 3 that have been announced.
Crackdown.
Yeah, you got Crackdown, State
of Decay.
Yeah, like look, these games going in there for free are actually going to make me spend money anyway. So it's going to open the door to me to buy probably Monster Hunter World. I was going to leave that. So that's not free. So basically, I'm going to buy that for $80 or $90, whatever it is out here. So in a way, that money is just, and for all of us probably, it's going to shift from buying it Sea of Thieves and whatever. We're probably going to have spare money to buy in other games that we probably wouldn't have bought anyway.
Well, State of Decay 2, Sea of Thieves, and Crackdown 3, that's $300 Australian that you're saving.
Yeah,
straight away.
And you could easily buy another 3 games, third-party games.
Yeah, easy.
Just for the sake of, I've saved on. Plus, you're still paying your $10 or $11 per month. So, in a way, Microsoft are double dipping. In a way, like they're going to get your subscription, and you're going to probably go out and buy another game or 2 anyway because you've saved it on the games that are free in there. If you can see my point, you know what I mean. So, like
exactly, or microtransactions
for everybody,
and they're all games you'll play for longer than 10 hours. They're all multiplayer games. Co-op games, and they've got PvP as well. But they're games that you could play them for hours or weeks or months or years even.
Well, the other thing
for itself.
The other thing is too, if you home share with someone, only one of you has to be subscribed to that for both of you to enjoy the games. Unlike EA Access, where EA Access you both got to buy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but on Game Pass you only have to.
Jeez.
Yeah, so.
That's even better value.
Another thing I like about it too, just say you, for whatever reason, just say you're not gaming for a while, why would you do that? But say you're going on holidays for 4 weeks and you're not going to be playing much, you can just cancel your subscription.
Yeah.
And when you get back, reinstate it and start playing your games again.
And go again, yeah.
Exactly. It's all about choice, options.
It's so an awesome initiative. Yeah.
There's so many people. Like, there's not so many people. There's so many people that are really happy about this. That have heard the news. Are like, that's awesome. Like it's so pro-consumer. But then there are people out there who are pretty worried about it, thinking that it's the end of Xbox being the console business, and and like people worrying about profits. Shout out to Profit, but no profits.
There's only one Profit, and he's in the chat.
No, but shout out, Like
he's worried about pubes or something. I don't know.
Jesus,
licking pubes off a fly. I don't know.
But they're worried that the developer's not going to get looked after, and that it's going to lead to less games because the developers aren't going to make as much money. I just don't get it.
I think everyone has to calm down as well. These are just the Microsoft games. It's not every game in the whole Xbox library. So you're talking probably easily less than like 2% of the games. The third-party games aren't there yet. So there's a long way to go before Xbox as a console or as hardware ceases to exist, if it ever does.
Well, if you look at the clues to Microsoft's, their vision for Xbox, people are saying, well, they hired that guy, Booty, he bought Minecraft to every different platform, and that's a clue apparently to the direction they're going.
Yeah.
But I look at the console they just bought out, the X. Like they brought out the most powerful console, and they're getting out of the console. You know, they're moving away from console.
Yeah,
exactly. And there's already talk about the another console.
Well, yeah, that's already in development.
Prototype already. You know, like we're looked after for at least 5 or 6, 7 more years with a console. So, and look, if these people are worried about Xbox, I mean, what is it really to these people who are against it? Like, what are they really worried about? Let Microsoft worry about the money side of things.
Exactly.
We just get on and support it, and the rest of it will look after itself. I don't know what the issue is. Let Microsoft look after how much money comes in. They've obviously crunched the numbers. You know, let it go. Yeah. Just take advantage of it while it's here.
And in saying that, okay, for example, if Xbox did cease to exist, are you happy with the path Sony's going down and Nintendo's going down in the years to come? Does that have any influence on, you playing Xbox or what Microsoft offers? So how's Sony going to be in 6, 7, 8, a decade? How's Nintendo going to be? You know what I mean? As in, Nintendo Switch has been really, really popular the last, since its release, the last year or whatever it's been. But what's their long-term plan? What's Sony's long-term plan? If we're talking about Microsoft doesn't have a console at all or a hardware platform at all, you're talking about a huge shift in how consoles are.
And the others will go down this line as well. What's going to happen to them? No consoles as well? Everything's going to be portable, walk around?
Yeah, I mean, there's already rumours going around that the PS5, I mean, they are rumours, big rumours, so I'll state that before anyone, has a big go at me. But the PS5 might just be handheld as well, like the Switch. So you can plug it in and dock it to your TV.
Yeah. I wouldn't be
handheld device
at all. And that's one thing I hope Microsoft do. I hope they make some sort of portable device that links up to your console at home so you can play on the road.
Oh, yeah.
Be fantastic. And you're hitting two markets, just like Nintendo are actually ahead of the game here by having the console as well as making it on the road. And how many people play mobile games? Like,
huge.
Tenfold over the rest of us. So,
easy.
So why not try to hit both?
And really, there's more money there as well in the mobile market than the console market.
And who wouldn't want to play Halo or Gears campaign on the run while you're at work in your lunch break? I would.
I would.
That's it. While the missus is watching Pride and Prejudice, you jump on your fucking whatever they watch these days.
Xbox.
That's it. But the thing about Game Pass too, really, is like Phil was speaking about last year about how single player games are in danger because they're really expensive to make, and they don't get the sales. They don't get the continual revenue like they do with multiplayer games. This whole Game Pass thing is really good for single player games, and as far as takes a risk out of it. If someone has the game, I'm guessing if you've got your game on Game Pass, you'll be getting residual income all the time. It doesn't matter if someone's playing it or buying it. If it's on Game Pass, Microsoft will be paying those developers just to have it on there, like Netflix. So if anything, it's going to mean more games and more riskier games.
I mean, I still think I agree with Phil in terms of single player games. They're not dying, but they're becoming less and less. What's the word?
Attractive to
devs. They're becoming less and less attractive, and even to publishers, even more so. I mean, you just got to look at EA and Activision and Ubisoft and all those big publishers where if someone was to release a single player game, it's okay, you release the game, but where's the extra money coming from after it? And if the developer's saying there's no more money after the initial sale, then it looks less attractive to the publisher.
Yeah,
it sucks because I really like single player games and multiplayer games.
Yeah.
So I think there's a market for both of them.
I mean, if Xbox, I was just going to say, like you're saying that when the sales stop, the money stop. But if a game is in Game Pass for say 5 years, they'll be getting money. They would get it upfront, whether they get an upfront amount or they get regular income. For the next 5 years, they're going to be guaranteed to be getting money.
Yeah, and I'll go back to what Mega said. 10 minutes ago with Monster Hunter World, that game is basically the first AAA title of the year to get released that everyone seems to like. And that's got no microtransactions. It's got no loot boxes. It's got none of that bullshit that we've become accustomed to. And so many people seem to love it. So you hope it sells a lot as well. So it shows these developers, and especially the publishers, that, you know, you can make a lot of money from just having a good game.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah.
Well,
and it comes from a Destiny fan as well. So it's all about microtransactions in Destiny at the moment. Whereas Monster Hunter World is just ticking a whole lot of boxes for a lot of gamers. And I hope that, you know, a lot of other developers and publishers do the same.
For sure, yeah. No. All good, I reckon. I'm happy. I was happy with the Game Pass last year. I looked at the games. I thought, you know, it's pretty lackluster. But Microsoft, you know, obviously by putting these first-party games in there, they've made it a better product, which means more people are going to buy it. More people will buy it, the more attractive it becomes to other developers to put their game in there.
Would that make you guys stop buying games for full price?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I would. If they put every game, like say if every game on Xbox, third party, first party went in there, I'd stop buying.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Sure. If it was just first party, would you still buy a first party game if it was in Game Pass? Well, obviously it is going to be in Game Pass. Okay.
I mean, look, maybe if I wanted to collect the Halo or something, like it's my favourite franchise, but
you could wait. You could wait, Mega. You could wait till it goes on sale, so you could just have it in Game Pass and then
and that's the counter to these people who are saying, you know, they love to own their own stuff. Just play it. It's going to stay in anyway, but wait until a year or 18 months down the track when you can find it in the $20 bargain bin anyway. Then you've got the physical copy that you can store away and have a collection anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's nothing stopping you from buying it later.
Yeah.
It's not like, I've got it on Game Pass, so now I can't buy it.
Yeah, it's like, hang on, shit, no, I can't physically grab it. Just can't do it. You know? Obviously, it just disappears from your world. You cannot physically see a physical copy. Or you're not allowed. It's against the law to buy a physical copy. You can have both. You just wait for it to come on sale 12 months down the track. Bang, you got a $20 copy, and keep that. That's what I would do.
Oh, for sure. And you still save money.
I know you do, and you've already been playing it for a year.
Yeah.
So.
Awesome.
And like you said, you're more likely to buy microtransactions in a game that you didn't actually pay for. So,
exactly, you would. Yeah.
Yes.
You wouldn't mind spending $20 or $30 here and there. Yeah, well, I didn't pay anything for the game. You know, I'll pay a $5 one here and there, $10 one here. And all of a sudden, you're up to $60. Yeah, I'll pay for the game. That'll do. They've got your $10.
And I'm sorry to you guys. And I'm sorry to the people watching us as well. But that's the problem with Destiny. You've got to buy the game. You're buying the season pass. You're buying the cosmetics. You're buying the microtransactions. You're buying everything. That's the problem. Whereas something like the Game Pass, if you're not shelling out for the game, buy a pair of shoes or a shirt or whatever the fuck it is in the microtransactions. Who cares? A couple of dollars here and there.
Yeah. Destiny would be the perfect game to go into Game Pass because they do have so many microtransactions that they would still make money. You know, like.
Oh, they still make money as it is now. It's just that all the hardcore fans aren't happy.
Yeah.
But I could talk about that all night.
And moving on.
Moving on. Before we get weighed down in that bullshit, let's move on.
No, but it's a good thing, though. I'm excited for the future. I think it's good. And it is only a matter of time before some sort of third-party developer will jump on this.
One thing I don't want to happen is like Microsoft start designing games around Game Pass. So like, you know, you get the game on Game Pass for free, but then you actually have to buy stuff in the game with, you know,
that's where the whole service will fall down.
Yeah,
it'll fall apart if that happens. Whether it does happen or not, like who knows? It might happen. But if that was to happen, and you had to purchase things in game to really play the game as it was meant to be played, the whole service will just fall apart.
Yeah,
and that's the problem.
There is a lot of games, but that if you have on Game Pass, you still need to buy stuff. Though, you know, like COD, for instance, if that went to Game Pass, you'd still need to buy the maps.
I mean, I don't think COD would be there.
No, but a
I
game
mean, Call
like
of
that.
Duty is such a huge third-party franchise. I mean, why would they want to be on the Game Pass for?
No,
They
but
can
like,
earn so much from just not being in it.
yeah. But there are games there that even though you've got it on Game Pass, you still to play with your friends in the same maps or whatever. You would still need to.
Yeah.
But most of Microsoft's games aren't like that. If you notice, like Halo and Gears, they're all free.
I wish more were
free
like
maps.
That. Yeah, free maps. That's the way to go.
So hopefully they just keep it that way. They don't change the game. I don't want them to change the game to suit Game Pass. That would suck.
No.
Yes.
Yeah,
well, I wonder how Halo would work. You know how you've got like limited editions and deluxe editions. Are they going to what are they going to do with editions?
You just get the standard.
Like, will they? Yeah. How will they do? I guess you just get the standard, or what?
It's interesting because
be interesting on those sort of aspects. Yeah.
How do you get the deluxe? Do you have to pay full price? Like, or do you pay an extra $30 or whatever to upgrade because you've got it on Game Pass? So I think that's where. I mean, where it's a bit strange. Yeah, it's like a basic game is on Game Pass, but anything additional you've got to pay for. So,
I mean, I think the Game Pass having it on there, especially with multiplayer games, because Microsoft Xbox has a lot of those multiplayer games, those multiplayer focused games. It can keep the community going because you don't have to shell out this $60 or $100 to buy the game. So you can have a huge community that just subscribes to Game Pass and it keeps it up. Because in Halo 5 in Australia, the community's basically dead. There's no one that plays it. And it's a real shame because the game is so damn good. But, I mean, it's in the Game Pass at the moment. But if it was there at launch, imagine the community that would just build around it and stay with the game for months and years until the sequel.
I mean, Sea of Thieves, like, I don't know how many people actually are on Game Pass. Say there's 2 million, right? Maybe that's a stretch, I don't know. But there's going to be, like, Sea of Thieves Day 1 is going to have so many people on it. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be like PUBG,
That's right. It costs nothing to try the game.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because you've already got it. That's the key. And if you say for 2 million people, if you can capture just 5%, 10% of those people, you're increasing your community that plays the game. And your whole game relies on multiplayer. It relies on people playing the game.
Yeah.
If no one wants to play it, then the game's dead.
Lawbreakers.
Yeah, Lawbreakers,
Lawbreakers should go to Game Pass.
It's interesting. I was going to say, it's interesting you say that, man. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some sort of announcement where, and it's a developer like that had a massive fail, will go, okay, let's put it on Game Pass. It's third party as well.
Lawbreakers would be perfect. The Game Pass.
It's not a bug. It's not a basement bargain bin, man. It's Game Pass. Come on. It's not like a graveyard.
But you never know, man. That'd be something. That would serve a lot if something like that went on it.
Yeah.
That'd be the start.
There's no graveyard for Lawbreakers, Stick. It's already dead. Where do you go when you're already dead? Nowhere.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was. But anyway, So pretty cool. So you guys obviously, don't buy into the whole or Xbox is going to be a service just because of Game Pass. Like, it's funny how
no, not at all.
Everyone's been saying it for a long time, but now since Game Pass got announced, it's like, yep, there's the proof.
Well, I think only a few have been saying it. No one's ever sort of gone, don't be stupid.
You don't release a $650 console if you're going to get out of hardware.
Nah, exactly.
Why would you? You know,
who's going to play massive blockbusters on a tablet?
Well, they might do it. I mean, they might have a streaming service, but they're still going to have their console.
You got to have enough people that have the connection to stream it. From there, you're going to have enough people with a good connection that's reliable enough to stream it. Then you've got to have all the people that even know what the fuck you're talking about in terms of streaming games, and that's it. Yeah. They're used to walking into a store, buying a disc, and putting it in the console.
Well, have you seen discs have actually, physical copies have actually gone up in sales? And I reckon that, I believe it's because the casual, I reckon gaming's becoming more popular, man, and you're getting a lot more new people coming in, and they don't, they would be just buying games.
They're cheaper as well. I could
They are
walk down the
cheaper.
street and buy, a ton of games, but a lot less than the digital copies on the Microsoft store. So that's always going to
Yep.
be attractive to a lot of people. So I
I
don't think
yeah.
they're going away anytime soon. These physical discs and the hardware associated with them, they're going to be around for a while. So anyone that thinks
Yeah.
Microsoft's going to be out of hardware completely, it's not for a number of years, if ever.
No.
Yeah. I can't see it anyway. Not in our lifetime.
Well, consoles,
Yeah.
like the reason that we have consoles, like how many electronic devices are out there where only two companies make them, So like TVs, any electronics, they're made by a heap of different companies. Consoles are the only ones made by a couple of people, like Sony, and the Sony and Xbox and Nintendo. They're mass produced.
Yeah.
They're sold in the millions, and they last about 8 years, 4 to 8
Yeah.
years. So there's no other product like that on the market. And the reason that consoles are cheap and they're accessible and everything is because of that, because they make millions of them,
Yeah.
and they sell for a lot of
That's
years.
right.
So
I mean, Sony, if you think Nintendo's in their own market, this generation, people seem to think, if you think Xbox versus PlayStation, Sony are a hardware company. If they're selling the most consoles, Microsoft will be there to make sure they can take some of those away. I mean, Microsoft's got money to burn. They can do whatever they want. But Sony, they are a hardware company. They sell TVs, they sell consoles. This is what they do. Microsoft is a software company.
yeah,
Historically, they don't really do hardware. They do it with the Xbox. They will be in with the Xbox as long as Sony is there. That's what they will do.
for Microsoft to pull out of Xbox or having a console in your lounge room would be the most stupidest thing to do. Like,
That's not going to happen.
Untold
anytime
amounts
soon.
of money for the next 50, 60 years, where they're not all of a sudden they've bowed out of your lounge room and let Sony in there.
No,
Like, it's
they
just,
won't. They will basically knock Sony out of your lounge room before they give up.
Yeah.
Because they can. I mean, Xbox it's important to Microsoft, but it's only a small part of the whole company. Whereas PlayStation to Sony is a huge part of their company. So Microsoft will be there as long as they need to be there. So, and with the release of the Xbox One X, they're not going away anytime soon. You don't release the console just to exit the hardware business straight away. It's going to be a number of years that, it's going to be a while before anything happens.
I think the
If it
opposite
does.
of those people, like I think Game Pass is there to complement the Xbox and consoles and to try to build more numbers and subs. It's a war, obviously, between Sony and Microsoft, and this is just another piece to the puzzle. Like, if you look at what Xbox have done over the last sort of 3 years, 4 years, they just keep coming out with these things that just make their product better or more attractive. They're trying to get subs. They're trying to get more gold members. They're trying to get more consoles out there, and
they do have a lot of gold members. They do have a lot of gold subscribers for those that own the console. Like, the ratio is pretty good. I'm not sure what it is with Sony, but I mean, I think it's sold 70 or 80 million hardware units to PS4. But how many of those are subscribed to PS Plus?
Yeah,
that's the key. I mean, that's what Phil keeps saying as well. Like, how many people actually are you selling the service to, not just the hardware?
That's right.
Yeah. So, another more innovation from Xbox, if you ask me. Like, it's just another thing that they're trying to do, and then now they're talking games. They're trying to lock down more, develop more games, which they need to do in the next couple of years, or hopefully they've got some already not too far away or in the pipeline, apart from ones we already know about.
Sure.
Oh yeah, there'll be more first-party games out of this as well because they want to keep it fresh and reinvigorated. So, I guarantee there'll be more than 3 a year.
Yeah.
Or 4 or 5. And we all know Forza's coming. What else is coming? Another Gear's coming shortly. Next. Oh yes. Oh no, Maxi's dropped out.
Yes. Yeah, Maxi dropped out. We got we've got Crackdown and State of Decay. They're the only other two I know other than Sea of Thieves.
Well, we know Horizon 4 will drop in towards the end of this year.
Okay.
Forza Horizon. Halo, we're not sure when that one's going to drop. Probably next year. So, but there'll be other surprises as well.
Imagine that, Halo on Game Pass.
Well, Halo's 6 day one for $10. So it's God, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's
I can see
unheard of.
E3. It'd be like they'll definitely have it's maybe something at E3, and it'd be like, and this game's now available on Game Pass right now.
That'd be mega. That'd be huge.
One of those drop the mic moments.
Yeah.
A little bit. It'd be some surprises, man. I'm surprised. I'll be surprised if there's no little small developer, third party developer.
There has to be something.
Like someone small who wants constant revenue for them, and they're not sure how their game is going to go anyway, so they'll put it in there and watch it grow a little bit, get some numbers in there, and Microsoft will pay them. So
yeah. By E3, we should have Sea of Thieves out. State of Decay 2 should be out. Crackdown 3 should be almost out. Hopefully out. Apart from them three, what else is there? So they must announce something. They've got to announce other games. Like all the ones that we've seen from the last couple of years should be out by July. They would have more. I mean, the rumours going around about Perfect Dark and Fable and all those ones. They've got to announce something else.
Yeah.
And I think they will as well.
Perfect Dark is Microsoft now, isn't it? Do they own that?
Yeah,
IP?
that's the thing. That's the key. Perfect Dark, Fable, that might be an announcement. They're the big rumours at the moment. Yeah. And if Sea of Thieves, State of Decay 2, and Crackdown 3 all release before July, and seriously, we can't see those games again at E3, even if one of them doesn't launch. I mean, it's been 3 or 4 years, so Microsoft must have something else. They have to.
Well, what's Ori? Ori 2, is that Microsoft?
Yeah, it is, but we know that already.
Yeah, but we know about the Game Pass? But that'll go to Game Pass.
Yeah, it will. Yeah,
Ori 2. That was massive, wasn't it?
And that'll
I never played the first one, but
the first one was really good. It was great.
Yeah, so that's another game you could probably slate in for this year?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I think it'll be this year. I think they announced it last year. So yeah, maybe this year. Maybe towards the end of this year.
Yeah.
But it's an awesome game. The first one was great. It's fantastic.
Yeah, see, I'll give that a try if it comes to Game Pass. So.
Sure. Yeah, it's recommended. It's a great game.
So there's 4 big games. You can guarantee you can pen, not pencil, you can pen in four first-party games going to Game Pass this year. Just chuck in Forza. We know that one's going to go.
Oh, wow, that's huge.
So Forza Horizon 4, how big 3 is, and how good is Forza 4 going to look?
Oh.
It's got how good 3 is.
It's salivating.
4's going to come.
I have to take my pants off.
That's pants down material. Yeah, I was going to say it's pants down material. That one
definitely is. Hey, look what they did with Forza Horizon 3. With 4, oh man, that's going to be so good.
Well, remember all that talk about the Xbox One X, how expensive it is, or how cheap it is really, but it's so expensive.
Oh yeah.
Well, that all goes out the window now when you get 4 games for. 4 first-party games for $120 a year.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
Not to mention all the other games and the backwards compatible games. You've got a whole library of games.
Yeah.
For $10 a month or $10.95 a month.
Boatman Snake Gaming, man. Thanks for dropping in. New listener, I think. Game Pass will be a massive sweetener to buy the next Xbox.
Yeah, it will be.
The next-gen console launches in the future, yeah. So
it will be.
For sure.
Xbox 360 games, Xbox One games, all ready to play on launch day of the next-gen Xbox. That's huge.
Well, imagine if say the next Xbox came out with 3 or 4 exclusive games on launch, and they were all on Game Pass. So you pick up your console and you get 3 or 4.
That's huge.
Hopefully the next Xbox has exclusive games. It should have. Play, that'd be awesome.
You're just buying the consoles then.
Plus, whatever third-party developer gets involved, I can see bigger developers even, getting in on this Game Pass if there's enough people subscribing to it, and they're going to get paid.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
I mean, I'll put nothing past anyone. You got to think back in the early 2000s with Apple. I mean, they were on the verge of bankruptcy, and they released the iPod, then they do iTunes, and they basically changed the whole record industry.
Yeah.
Over a couple of years. Like, if you would have said, if you would have said those things before they actually happened, people would think you're crazy. Like, so you can't put anything past, anybody, or no one knows what's going to happen. Well, you don't know exactly what Microsoft's building up to either. Hey,
I'm turning it off.
What was that, Mega?
There's like an ice box in here.
Oh, sorry, man. I was just talking.
Mega's got a...
It's a bit cold in there, Mega. What's going on?
Hey, bit cold.
Well, it's fucking hot in Australia at the moment. It's like so hot. I'm sunburnt. Like, I feel like a lobster at the moment. We're out today.
It is hot.
Oh, I had something to say too, but then the missus walked in and distracted me.
Damn it. It was going to be really good too, mate.
Well, at least you're cool.
No. I don't know. No, she just brought me in a cup of tea. I'm good.
Oh, nice.
I'm good.
Can't complain too much.
Mega and his cup of tea.
Yeah.
Like PUBG last night, man. I was running for miles. Like, have a cup of tea.
They got the auto run now. You can sit back
and
and running across the
have
map.
a flex. Yeah, I know.
Have a flex. Yeah.
Well, speaking of PUBG, 4 million players on PUBG since launch. So another million in the last couple of weeks.
That's insane.
Well, someone worked out. I think Tim Dog tweeted out that's like 100-something thousand people playing extra players per day since it's been released.
Man, you know what it's like in Australia. Like, if you get on any game, it's sort of midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. You struggle to find games. I have not been on PUBG yet. I've got on at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning during the day, and there's always 100 people straight away, just straight into a match. So it's definitely
that's awesome.
It's definitely
that's exactly
getting
what
the place.
It needs.
Yes.
So, well, imagine waiting for a lobby to fill up with 100 people. Like it would just take forever. But it's that popular. It's crazy.
It's insane, the popularity.
It reminds me of those multiplayer mobile games, the ones that are only multiplayer only. You play, real time against somebody like Clash Royale and Clash of Clans and stuff, and it's worldwide. It's everybody is playing. Like you never find a match. And you're actually find a match at the same time as another million people around the world. It reminds me of that. Like you just get into a game straight away.
Yeah.
And it's multiplayer, relying on a big player base.
Yeah, that's right. And with the console games as well, especially shooters, you need something with minimal lag. And if PUBG can give you that as well, you must have a huge Australian player base. That's rare. That's really rare to have that.
It just shows how popular it is, man.
It's massive.
When are we playing against? Like I haven't looked into it. Are we playing against PC guys as well, or is it just mainly Xbox guys only?
No, it's only Xbox at the moment. Yeah,
that's even more impressive, isn't it? Like you're always getting into a game straight away. Like that's awesome.
And you wouldn't be. You're not the only game that's happening at the same time.
Yeah. That's
so
right.
You've got 100 people in your game. How many other games have 100 people in their game? This is all Australia as well. We don't have a huge population.
When you die, you're straight back into a lobby and it's full. It's like it's always...
Yeah, so that's awesome. That's exactly what you want.
Yeah.
And the only time... We do it all the time. The only time we're ever waiting for a game is one of the guys in the party haven't pressed start. And we're like, what's taking so long? Oh, because two of us haven't pressed start. So it's usually me or someone. Or Stick.
It's always me because I need like a 10-minute break after every game, man, just to recover and gather my thoughts, man. It's that intense.
That shit's intense.
That's that sweaty gift that I share. He's like that when he's playing.
It's an awesome game, but like lately, the last few nights, we've been having the best firefights. Like the games, the people playing it now are really good at it, and you have some really cool, intense firefights and flanking people and stuff like that. It's really cool. So
that's awesome.
I mean,
Nah,
the
it's
whole
good.
the whole looting thing can get a bit tedious. I reckon they need to look at that because the looting system's set up for PC. There's a PC port, but they really need to look at that. I reckon they need to change it slightly where it's maybe that you auto pick up ammunition for the gun that you've got
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, for sure.
and armor and even just I don't know, just make it so you have to pick up everything, you know?
Yeah.
Because
yeah, a bit tedious.
It's a bit
Yeah.
repetitive and tedious, yeah.
well, that's how they create value in your life in that game, like because you've spent 20, 30 minutes looting, so
Yeah.
like you really don't want to die. You get a suppressor or something, and you're like, yeah, I'm fully kitted out with the best weapons, all the ammunition, and then you get sniped from
And then you die.
2 kilometers away, and you're like,
Fuck this
you
game.
just absolutely rage. But yeah,
It
it
happened
makes
last
you
night,
be
remember?
careful. You know, it makes you
Yeah.
not want to die. You know, so
Yeah, look, half the fun is looting and trying to get your best gear and that kind of thing. I mean, Prophet's played a lot of it too, and he can probably attest to that. But I just love the fact that you can just go around house to house and check out the thing, and you're under the tension of people are being around you,
Yeah.
like you're thinking, and then you hear a car drive past, and I'm like hiding in the corner, just going, "Please don't come into the house."
Yeah, especially when
Even
you
though
get
I'm
down
decked
to the
out with an
last
assault
few
rifle.
dozen people. It becomes
Yeah.
really intense.
well, that the other thing is
Does,
too,
man.
like the teamwork aspect of that game is like when you're looting. You know, like a good team will pick up ammunition, pick up attachments and that, and then share them with their teammates. Like
Yeah.
I've never played a game where there's so much teamwork involved. Like Fortnite's pretty similar in a way where you got to stick together, but
Yeah.
with the looting side of it, you sort of, or I've got a level 2 backpack over here. Anyone want that? You know, and you're putting markers down on the map so they can find it. And
Yeah.
you know, like there's a lot of teamwork in that game. And then even coming into the final circle, you know, you got to stick together. I've had that many arguments, like people I've played with for years, and you see a different side of them in this game. You know, where they're just like selfish and shit and just look after themselves. You know,
They want
there's
their
the
dinner, man.
the bartering
They're hungry.
system
They
going
want
at
their
some
dinner.
stages. Oh, they just run off. Well, there's a bartering system for like, I've got a scope here. Does anyone want it? Yeah, I'll have it. Well, give me some ammunition. You know?
Jeez.
Oh, really?
And all this sort of shit going on.
Tired
it's great.
asses.
Is that against randoms?
No,
Is that
no,
with mates.
No,
no,
that's
that's
his
with
friend.
mates. I've known him for years.
Oh, bastards.
I've
Give
said,
that shit
oh
up.
man, there's been some real hissy fits. The best is where like someone's telling you where someone is, but you can't see him because you're over a hill or something, and they're just screaming at you. He's right in front of you. You know, and you're
You're like,
like,
stop it, you're making
I
it
can't
worse.
see him. What do you mean? I can't see him. He's right
He's
there.
in the bush.
He's on
The
20,
bush.
20, whatever it is. Yeah, but you can't
Yeah.
see him.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
It's definitely a different game. That's just it's a game, but yeah, the communication, and everything with your teammates and that, it's so funny sometimes. It's funny as.
Oh, yeah. Look, it makes me wonder what it's going to be like when a big third party or someone or like a Call of Duty or a Battlefield get onto this. If they could do it right, like make the control scheme a lot easier and a little bit better to use, people are familiar with them.
Yeah,
Like a Call of Duty
yeah.
Battlegrounds mode would be. I mean, I'd go to that. I'd just stick with that. If it's the same sort of controls and the same sort of look, mate, I'd be on that all the time.
yeah.
Because I'm used to that game. It's a familiar
yeah.
game. Like it's more familiar than than PUBG. I love PUBG, but
But they've changed the controls
you
now,
know.
Mega. So you do
told
have
me
the
last
controls
night.
like COD now. The left trigger. Now you can operate it like any other shooter, which is heaps better because it's
You showed me that last night. That was good. It was good.
Yeah.
Actually. Maybe enjoy the game a little bit more because I was a bit worried of going up against people because I was like, I can't aim. It's a bit hard, with the joystick and that kind of stuff. But
yeah,
when
it's
you-
second
when you-
nature. Like the way
yeah,
we
now
used.
it's like, it's kind of almost like I am playing a bit of Battlefield or something, or a bit of
Yeah.
COD. So it's like, it was good. Thanks for telling me that. I hadn't played it for a few weeks. I'd actually been on a few other games for a while. I gave it a bit of a rest, and then there was a few updates. I'd seen them on Twitter, and then when we finally got a game on last night together, and you said change it to this one, it's like COD. I went, okay.
Yeah.
So it was good.
It's way better.
It was like, yeah.
It's way better. I mean, the controls are still a little bit funny and everything, and it's all a bit weird. And there are people on there using keyboard and mouse, which is disappointing because if people say it's only the odd person, but when he comes down the last man standing,
Oh, yeah.
it's always that last person who's probably got that keyboard and mouse. So
Yeah.
but yeah,
It's just easier.
the
Yeah,
controls
it's
definitely
easier.
needed changing. I'm glad they did that. So yeah,
Well, you know how I took that guy out last night when we were playing, and he started shooting at me. I turned around and like just one shot at him.
yeah,
Like it was like I was playing COD for a split second.
that
And
wouldn't
if
have
you hadn't
happened
showed
with
me
the old
that,
controller.
I would have just been downed, and so it was like, it was a lot better. Yeah, it was a good shot.
Well, you can run a lot easier too. Like you can run,
Yeah.
just have a few shots at someone and keep running. You know, like just to suppress them so you can get away.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, it's a lot better. But yeah, and at 30,000, we're getting 30,000 points for playing the game when they hit 4 million. So I think it's the 31st of Jan. You'll have 30,000 points in there, so you can buy all that shitty rewards.
Yeah, I think Feb 1st. Yeah, I think you'll see them in your account.
Yeah,
That's a lot, though,
I might hang on to them, man. I'm not going to spend them on all the crap in that. I reckon that reward system will get overhauled on console. Because at the moment it's pretty shitty. It really is. You get the same T-shirt every time, the same purple fucking or pink turtleneck sweater. I get that all the time. That one. So
pink.
Yeah, hot pink. Looks good.
Oh.
Good camo.
Sounds good.
Well, actually, Maxi, you haven't actually got on PUBG yet, have you? You're still
on
a PUBG
PUBG?
virgin. Yeah.
No, I've gotten on it. I've only played like a couple of games. So
You better.
Apart from that, I've only been playing really Forza 7 and Forza Horizon.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I haven't had the time to like sit down and really like get into PUBG because it's at least half an hour, and you can't pause it because it's online. So,
well, it depends. It sometimes takes about 30 seconds or about 2 minutes.
Well, that sucks. But you never know what game it's going to be.
Last night's stick happened to stick last night. I think we're 3 minutes into the game and he was down. Yeah.
What's going on?
I know.
It would have been frustrating after a while because we lasted we come down to 13th spot. So he was there watching us for ages.
But that game, you can watch your teammates, man, and enjoy it. I actually watch it. Well, we normally you've got a squad of 4, and the best thing about Mixer, like even for casual people, like we use Mixer just to watch teammates. So, like if I come into the into a game and they're playing, I'll say, why don't you stream it? And I can sit there watching them, while I'm waiting for them to die and stuff, which is pretty cool. But
you can call out things as well.
That's a lot better.
Yeah, you can help them. Yeah. So, but yeah, it's definitely a game where you can sit there and just the looting's a bit boring, but when it gets to that intense part of the game, you can sit there and watch your friends.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how many games are there now where when you die, it's last man standing, or when you die, it's there's no respawns, where you sit there and watch people play. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's certainly a fun game, man. We'll have to get on, Max. You'll have to get on with this one time and have a run around. It's fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Even just the banter, having a chat and talk, it's funny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Get the team going on. It's always better in the team.
Yeah, I used to like solo at the start and duo, but I'm actually liking team a lot more now. Now we're better at it. I'm sort of liking it a bit more. Solo's so hard. Solo is sweaty as, man. Like, it's just crazy. It's so hard now. I reckon that last circle, it's just crazy, man. People just are so good at that game now. So
I know, it's so stressful. I've been out of the last couple on Fortnite, and it is like the circle's so small, and you're just like, what do I do? I've got no ammo. Then you just get taken out, or I can imagine PUBG be so much worse.
Yeah. Well, with Fortnite, you can't lay down, so that's pretty intense because you can't actually lay down and hide. You sort of always, so you're always sort of looking around. But definitely pretty intense on the old PUBG. So yeah, it's another good game. It's another good win from Microsoft too, just getting that game on the console, because that's what they did. I mean, people said, they bought it and all this sort of stuff. No, they actually got it on the console because they helped them. They helped them bring it to the console with game preview, and also they invested some of their staff as well, which I think they're still involved in that. What they need to do, they need to get the guys from Turn 10 in there to revamp all the cars and shit. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, imagine that.
Proper handling.
Yeah. tuning. You could tune them.
Oh, yeah. He'd get shot just tuning it.
Oh, I think of the loot boxes.
Yeah, the loot boxes, like Need for Speed.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. That'd be funny, man. Oh shit. It's fun. It's good.
Well,
good stuff.
imagine they put PUBG on. It's a game preview. They can't, but when PUBG does get made a full game, they put that on Game Pass.
Game Pass.
Cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would be
Hey,
insane.
you never know, man.
People be raging over that.
They could all, I wonder if they could put a preview game in Game Pass like that.
Yeah.
Is that even possible?
I don't
That's
think
interesting.
they should put a preview game in there. I don't reckon. I don't know why. I just think it.
Well, it's kind of free.
Yeah. Oh man, they couldn't they?
Just chuck it in. I mean,
Chuck it in.
just chuck it.
Oh, booty. Chuck it in, booty.
Make that call, booty.
Just chuck it in.
Call. Yeah.
Everyone would be angry then because they paid $30 for it. Actually,
you get
that's
all the, you get those guys.
People get
All those
angry with
widgets.
everything.
Oh no! When they were giving away a free copy of it, it's like, oh, where's the loyalty of the ones who bought Scorpio first? It's like, fuck.
Jesus
Shut
Christ,
up.
what do you want?
Well,
Yeah.
you've been
Smack
playing
in
it
the
for the
face.
last God knows how long, so you've got your money's worth, haven't you?
Yeah.
Well, that's like
Yeah.
Rainbow Six Siege. There's getting a bit of hate there at the moment because they've changed
Yes,
the
it
way.
is.
Yeah. Well, you know a lot about it, Max.
Yeah. With the loot boxes, the content behind paywalls.
So you can't unlock. So basically, basically Rainbow Six
PUBG only
Siege,
mine.
awesome game by the way. Yeah, they've got these. They've actually got loot boxes in there now, where every time you have a game, you get a chance to. It increases your chances of unlocking a loot box, and there's some pretty cool stuff in those boxes, man. The cosmetic stuff.
Yeah, the offer packs.
Yeah, but now they're going to have this new game type coming out soon, which is like a zombies mode. They reckon maybe could possibly.
Okay.
That is
And
similar.
there's going to be loot boxes in there, but you can't actually. You're saying you can't unlock them with in-game earned
Yeah,
credits.
you can't unlock them in game. You actually have to buy them
Yeah.
with real money. Like there's Rainbow Six Siege credits. What do they call them?
But doesn't it-
R6 credits or something. But you actually got to spend real money.
But
And that's
that's
what everybody's
to
up
get
in
them.
arms about, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
it wasn't like that before. Like on Rainbow Six before, the only way you could get the cosmetic shit was to buy it. So nothing's really changed. They changed it where you could unlock it with loot boxes, but when it first launched, I'm pretty sure you couldn't. You could only unlock characters, but not any cosmetic gear. So
Or perhaps when it first launched. But with this event, everything's behind the paywall. So you don't even have the chance to unlock it through just playing the game. You have to buy the packs. That's the only way to unlock the cosmetics.
yeah,
Not to mention that I think they got rid of the base game, got rid of the standard edition, and introduced an advanced edition. So it comes with some of these credits and packs with it, but you can't actually buy the base game on its own anymore.
yeah, okay.
So, I mean, a lot of people I don't own the game, but a lot of people seem to be up in arms about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As you would be. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
definitely. I mean, it's the same shit that happened with Destiny. Things locked behind a paywall, and you can't earn them outside of the paywall, or you can't participate. It's the pay to win bullshit. Like, it doesn't belong in any game.
it's not really pay to win if it's cosmetic shit, but
Yeah, but then
So-
it's that slippery slope.
I support that game because they
turned it
all
around.
the maps, like all the maps and the operators are unlockable by playing the game, and the maps are free. And for them to have cosmetic stuff in there, I just think, and that you got to buy, I think, well, how they got to make money, So it doesn't bother me. Like I actually bought some cosmetic gear on that game just to support it because they gave free maps away, and I love that. I love that model where you don't have player base splitting. If I can speak tonight, I'm all over the joint. I had a tooth removed a little while ago, and I can't fucking talk anymore. Yeah, if you can, if I don't know, if it's just cosmetics, it's an age-old argument we've had before, but I don't see a problem with it. I think fuck it, they've got to make money.
Yeah. Well, what they should do is, and COD have done it. I think COD have done it right. This game, this World War II game, what they've done is it's mainly all cosmetic. There's no different variants to the weapons. Like you get weapons, like there's legendary weapons and heroic weapons. But what games should do, and I think they're the first to do it. I don't know if anyone else has done it, but they attach like double XP tokens and stuff to guns and cosmetic stuff. Because let's be real, like cosmetic stuff probably doesn't really sell that much, right?
Mm.
So where before previous CODs used to, you could buy weapons, like different, more powerful variants, right? But this COD, and I think games going forward will do this, and games should do it, they should attach XP bonuses to cosmetics. So it'll get people to sort of go, well, I wouldn't mind that camo, and I'm going to get 20 minutes of XP bonus with it. So I think something like that going forward for cosmetics at least, because I've always thought cosmetics was the way to go, but then it's been like that in COD, right? But the supply drops and stuff, I'm not interested really in opening them and see what I get, because you're only getting weapons that just look different, right? But they don't do anything different, right? Okay,
Yeah.
Which is good. That's what you want. You want everybody on a level playing field. But it's perfect that they actually attach double XP or tokens to the weapons or to your character. So the more you use these legendary and heroic weapons, the quicker you rank up. I think that's a smarter way to do it. Like they could do that to every game. Just any because cosmetic stuff to me is now. I wouldn't buy any cosmetic stuff. I just like to earn them in game, which you can do in the game. But if you buy these supply drops, you at least get something out of it other than a more powerful pay-to-win gun. You actually get... Well, you don't get that at the moment, but I'm sure they'll bring it in eventually. But at the moment, they're giving you bonus XP, which is what people want to rank up. So people will buy the XP as well as getting the chance of winning some sort of legendary gun.
Yeah.
So if you can see what I mean there. So
I mean, I don't mind too much as long as it doesn't impact the gameplay at all.
I know some of those...
That's it, yeah.
Some of those face masks look pretty scary, man, so they could intimidate the opposition.
But the thing is, you don't really...
They do.
You get to see it in the lobby, but you don't really see it out in the battlefield, you know what I'm saying? So
Just back out once you see it, make a bit scared. Just back out of the game. I'm gone.
Yeah, it's like,
go get my cup of tea.
Yeah, it's not just a rage quit anymore. It's like it's scare quit. It's like I'm gone.
Scare, yeah.
I can't.
Fear quit.
I can't. Yeah, fear quit. Yeah, but that's one way they could do it with cosmetics. What people buy cosmetic stuff, attach double XPs and stuff to them. I guarantee they'll sell more. But you're not giving anyone else really an advantage, as in giving them a better weapon or anything, or
Is that to rank up?
Sort of scheme.
So XP to rank up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That could cause a few disgruntled people, but because rankings got a bit of the rank's got a bit of prestige to it. No pun intended with the COD talk, but it's got a bit of you know what I mean?
Bit of wank. It's a bit of wank talk.
Yeah, and if you can just
more
buy shit to rank up,
but it doesn't make you any better of a player.
It doesn't, but yeah,
you know what I mean? Like where you look at Advanced Warfare, you look at Infinite Warfare and Black Ops 3. There's guns in there that are fucking just melt machines, and if you get them in, if you buy them or get them in loot boxes or whatever, supply drops, makes you a better player. It actually makes and those three games. You go look at all the videos on supply drop openings on them. People were spending, Fist, Fist on Twitter. Man, he bought for I think Black Ops 3. Man, he invested thousands in supply drops, hoping to get particular weapons because it would have made him a better player. But
Jesus.
Yeah, he was really... He plays a lot of PUBG. He loves PUBG. He's back on Xbox now. He loves it. So
he's got a love-hate relationship with PUBG.
Yeah, I know. But he's... those past CODs, and I'm sure other games, like maybe... I don't know whether Destiny's the same. I haven't really played it, but those weapons actually made you a better player.
Oh, you don't want to start me there.
Yeah, that might be a good segue into the next topic. What do you want to talk about, Max?
No, I don't want to talk about it.
Go Destiny. Go check out his video. We'll put it in the description.
Yeah,
too frustrating.
All the links are below.
Yeah. Anyway, that was my little piece on that, but probably going on too much.
Well, I mean,
it's interesting.
It's one of those things,
I don't know the ins and outs of Call of Duty, so
yeah, they've just changed the system this time around with supply drops. At the moment, I guarantee that
Yep.
they'll stuff it up and put weapon variants in there that actually make a difference to the player. Guarantee they'll do that.
Yeah, for sure.
Whatever makes money.
Oh no.
Now, Sea of Thieves, have you guys played any Sea of Thieves? Mega, you said you haven't.
No, I haven't touched any of it. I've watched a few here and there on Mixer, but I'm sort of going to wait for it to come out and just go into it fresh faced.
Yeah, well, I played a little bit of it a month or so ago because I'm in that beta, but I'm sort of haven't really been playing it much because I thought I'm just going to wait for the game to come out and play it then. It's not something that...
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I thought it was interesting, like, you know, the whole... It's a lot like Division where you got to loot, from when I played it, where you got to loot stuff and then take it to a place to get it out. Like, you know,
Yeah, to get the rewards.
To get the reward, the helicopter needs to pick up you put the loot on the string on the rope to get it on Division, and on this it's you got to take it to a little certain place. And,
the port.
Yeah, a little port, but yeah, I mean, I just thought, okay, that's pretty cool. Like, there's a lot of teamwork going on with the ships, but I didn't really get into any battles like sea battles and everything, which would be pretty cool. When you can,
oh yeah, they're pretty intense.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man. Okay, so you guys, but Mega, you haven't played it either. Max, you said you had, or not?
Yeah, I've played some of it. Like I've played a bit. I've been in the alpha for a while, so you get into those big sea battles, and yeah, like I said, they're pretty intense. But it's really a game where you got to be in a team. Solo it's not as good. So being in the team
is a solo mode in there.
Yeah, there's a solo mode.
Is there?
So you got like a smaller ship. Yeah, you're in the same world.
Right. Okay.
As the other ones,
so there's squads.
It can be a little unfair at times. So I think they need to change certain things about the game if you are a solo player. Like maybe your ship can be faster, maybe you can get away quicker. Just other little things that can happen. But you're kind of at the mercy of the bigger ships and the crews because they can just take you out.
Do you know what you do with your actual gear now? Like with the stuff that you loot, what do you do with that stuff? Do you buy cosmetic stuff with it, or can you
a lot
what
of
can you do? Can you upgrade your ship?
Find and things like that? You take it back to the ports, that are around, and you can get gold and things like that from it. But being the alpha or being the beta, it's not the full game, so you're not doing a hell of a lot with this stuff that you're finding. So that's why one of the things that I want to see in the final game is you just got to be able to like just do more things to spend your stuff on, like just more than treasure hunting.
And I've heard that
more things.
Teams like link up, so like on Fortnite, a heap of people got banned for teaming up with another squad, you know, and boosting their numbers and dominating the game.
Possibly.
But I think on that game you're allowed to do that. It's something they encourage or whatever. Like, so you can have like
I'm
a
not
fleet
sure.
of,
I haven't heard much about it, but
five or six ships. Yeah, that'd be cool, man. If you had like
probably could
had massive armies of ships, you know, like and had a bit of community going around it where you joined a crew, and you know what I mean? Like it was all done over social media or whatever, or you know, you sort of we're going live and have 4 or 5
I guess it would be
ships. That'd be awesome. Going around just dominating people.
With Sea of Thieves, I guess it would be like, even if you could organise that, or even if you did, would they actually hold up their end of the bargain? Or would they just turn on you, kill you as well, take all your stuff, sink your ship, and that was it?
I mean, that's a whole community.
It's the pirate life stick.
That's right. Well, it could. I mean, that's the whole thing about these games, isn't it? Like, all of a sudden, imagine a bit of an argument, and then 3 or 4 of them go off on their own, and
yeah, that's right. So you never know what's going to happen. So it's that type of game, but it is the type of game where you want to play with a group, and if you even better than just playing with any group, is playing with your friends on a mic.
Yeah.
It makes it so much better. 10 times better.
Each game is going to be totally different to the last one, and the possibilities are endless, really.
Yeah. And depending on what they add to the game, because, I mean, I said in my video, they got the foundations of the game right. It's amazing. The graphics are fantastic. The sound's great. It's fun. The gameplay is good. It just needs...
makes you seasick.
Well, yeah, apparently it makes you seasick, yeah.
Yeah,
according to some articles.
Apparently you can get scurvy while playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, that's right. So,
Clickbait.
as long as they get they just got to pile content on top. That might take a little bit of time.
So what was that article about that? So that guy come out and said that was he playing in VR? I think he was playing in. He wasn't. I thought he was on the PC. I thought he was playing it in VR on the PC.
Is it in? Can you get it in VR? Yeah.
Well, on the PC you can put it. It's not made for VR, but I think on the PC you can put anything on VR. Yeah, you can just put a movie in VR. You know, you just watch it through the thing. So, but yeah, it was crazy.
Just needs a spoonful of concrete.
And apparently the game was running shit. It's like a beta. You know, like fucking hell. We're really going to go through this
in
again.
VR.
They talked.
No, it's a beta. Like it's a beta, and they're saying it was crashing and all this sort of stuff.
There were a few problems, but I think they're just server issues.
Well, isn't that what a beta is? It's a stress test for the servers, pretty much.
Yeah, well, that's right. So, I mean, I was playing the alpha as well. I had no issues getting into a game. So,
yeah,
you
know, hopefully they work it out before launch. But these are all things I'd expect from a beta.
One thing I found with that game when I played it was pretty relaxing. You know, where you sort of, like I don't know if I had the time, but you sit there, you're going around, you find a treasure map, and you're looking for some treasure. Everyone's digging holes in the ground.
Yeah,
that's over here. I swear it's over here.
That's until you see a crew on the horizon in a ship coming towards you.
Yeah,
that's when the shit starts to happen because you think, are they going to steal it from me, or are they just going to go past me and not care? That's when the game really starts to get a life of its own.
Spend half an hour looking for a treasure chest and someone nicks it off you.
Yeah, that's right. They kill you, take it, sink your shit, and off they go.
I hope the game does well. I hope it's popular. And
it's a different style of game.
Yeah, something new, another innovative game. It's something different. Might lead to different, maybe because it is a little bit G-rated. You got the skeletons and that.
Mm.
I'd like to see...
Well, it's G-rated, yeah, for sure.
I'd like to see a bit more of a darker game, in the same sort of setup, however it is, like whatever they do with it and whatever it grows to become.
Kind of like PUBG compared to Fortnite, whereas PUBG has the more realistic graphics and more serious, and Fortnite's cartoony.
Well, I reckon they're going for that Minecraft crowd with Sea of Thieves, that they're trying to make it accessible to everyone, that's why they've gone that path. They want kids playing it. Definitely want kids playing it. I could see kids loving that game, like my little nephew and
they could.
And they get together, flying around in the ship, and actually being really fucking good at it too. And
pissing you off.
Just like with their schoolmates, getting on and just like they got their own little crew and stuff like what we used to do when we were kids, sort of stuff.
Yeah.
That, I could see that. I could see the kids really, really liking that game and talking about it, and I mean, they spend hours on Minecraft just building stuff, and and if you like Minecraft, I can see why people like Minecraft, but it is sort of boring. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's a lot of people saying that Sea of Thieves is boring, but some people don't care. Like they don't want to be go all the time. They just want to.
Well, it's not for them, is it?
Achieve something, they together. They're building they're building the MCG, So and they're doing something together. It's about being with your mates and
You look at any review or impressions or anything to do with Sea of Thieves, they all say when you team up with people, it's just a different game. It's just a much better game than when you go by yourself.
Different game.
Yeah, it is. And when you take that foundation and you pile content on top of it, it's going to be great. It's going to be really, really good in the future. There's going to be heaps to do. That's what I'm looking forward to the most. Not what it is now, but what it is going to be later.
The thing with that game, and even though a lot of people say, you got to have a crew, but you can definitely meet people in that game too, because
Oh yeah,
people
I have
will
as well.
want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
They'll want to talk to you.
they don't all talk to them,
And
but they do team up with you because you're put with them. So they will team up, but they don't all talk. But it's when you talk and you're with people
Yeah.
you know that the game really
Yeah.
takes on a life of its own.
Mm.
But if you play games like Rainbow Six Siege, for instance, if you get in that game, play ranked, and you're solo, the other team will invite you to the party because they want to talk to you.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because you're going to help them win. And I reckon that's the same with when I played Sea of Thieves a little bit. People will send me invites to the party and stuff, and I'll get in there. It was like a bunch of kids. Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, you feel like this old bastard playing this game
amongst all these squeakers.
Oh, how old are you?
Yeah.
You know, they always ask how old you are. You're like, how old are you? Are you like 80?
Too old. Oh, I might back out of this one.
Yeah, see you kids. Have fun.
See you kids.
I'm see you kids.
That's what it is, really. When you think about it.
Jesus Christ. Get the FBI into that game.
Oh,
So
that's funny.
that's crazy. But yeah, looking
Forward to it.
this? Yeah, State of K2 looks great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it
In the
does.
chat
man.
there by Bomber Dog. Bomber Dog was a bit worried about if the whole people joined up and had massive, you know, what do they call it? A whole bunch of ships together. What's it called again? The name?
Like Armada.
Armada of ships. He'd be a bit worried for people that can't join that, or trying to play through the game or whatever. Is there a playthrough in that game? Is there an actual campaign that you can actually like an end game?
No, there's not.
No, not yet. Yeah.
They might. Maybe there could be some. They could add that later. Like as a bit of a 2 or 3 hour little mini campaign.
Who knows
or something.
what? I mean, who knows what they're going to do? Imagine they had something like what's that game? Elite Dangerous, where you've got teams that you join an alliance. That'd be awesome. Imagine they had like an alliance on there, and you had to regain territory by taking. They had like a big map, and it showed you which territory was yours.
I never knew what Elite Dangerous is about. I know people talk about it. I'm like, what's it
Elite
about?
Dangerous, you've got you join an alliance, and then every time you do something on that game, it goes towards. If you do the right missions, then it goes towards your alliance. First.
Yeah. Yep.
Sort of thing. So there's a big map, and it will show you where you're expanding or where you're attracting. From other people coming into your area and killing people or whatever. So I reckon they could do something like that. I reckon there'll be definitely something there where you join a certain allegiance of pirates.
Yeah.
And then if you complete missions, then you'll get your team will get rewards at the end of the season or whatever.
Get little chests. Yeah.
Chest rewards at the end of the week. Yeah.
A loot box. Yeah. You might be able to find a loot box out there.
Yeah.
Supply drop.
$5, $10. Get yourself a loot box.
Yeah, it opens it up to buy, not to get, but just to buy.
Just to buy it, yeah.
For sure.
Well,
streaming, what you're saying about that game, streaming too, man. Like the streaming aspect's really good. Like you could, people who do watch streamers, you could join them. You could find them on the map pretty easily. Like I don't know how many servers there are, but I'm guessing that they're, you.
They're not too sure about that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I wonder
but
how many
if they can keep the content up, streamers will latch on to the game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
For sure. Because Sea of Thieves, like really, it's just in the beta at the moment, and it's just been released. But there's a shitload of people that have abandoned Destiny 2 over the last few weeks. The YouTubers. And they're just looking for like Fortnite, Sea of Thieves, PUBG. Yeah. They're just looking to other games to go to.
Sea of Thieves numbers on Twitch is really big.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, I know it's a new game, but still, like, if it's...
Yeah, but it's right near the top.
Well, the interest is there.
Yeah. That's right. So if it's fun and engaging, it's got content that people want to play, it'll be successful. And the streamers will stream it.
And it's free. Right. It's basically free on Game Pass if you're already subscribed.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah. I know.
Shit, it's 10:30, boys.
Yeah.
We'll have a wrap. That's it. Do our outro.
Yeah. We'll wrap this up.
That's it. Well, We got. It
Oh,
was good to get back. We're a little bit
First
rusty. I
episode
don't know
back.
if you could tell. We haven't done this for 3 months, and we sort of we struggled through. But yeah, Scratch didn't turn up, so he owes us one. He'd be back on another time. I'm sure.
IOU.
He might have been just having me on. It's like, yeah, man. I'll get up at 5 a.m. Yeah, right.
Yeah, not.
Not good on your stick. Nah, he wouldn't have done that. He's a really good guy, Scratch.
Nah, he
Definitely
is.
check out his links below. He's doing a lot more streaming now, and we'll get him on next week or whatever. He said he gets up at 5 a.m. every day, so he's got no problem getting up. He might have just forgot.
Yep.
So it is 5 a.m. over there, so we did get the time right. But yeah, outro. So Mega, you've got your channel.
Yeah,
Good
I've
to
done a few
see.
videos the last few weeks, so it's good to get about 4 or 5 out. So just look up Mega Badge Seat on YouTube. You'll find me there. Stick will put the link in the description anyway, but
Yeah, it's down there.
I'll be there. And you can find me on Twitter, obviously, Mega Badge Seat. So
Yep.
that's it. Yeah.
Sweet.
Maxi definitely putting massive amount of content out there. Need to follow Maxi because you've got to reward hard work.
Put the
And,
links in
he's
the
putting out-
description because I don't have my own address yet because I don't have enough subscribers.
He needs 100 to come up with his own name for his YouTube channel URL.
So get stuck in, people.
MaxPowerplay.com.
That's it.
Definitely follow him
Sub to Max
down there.
Power.
But definitely put some good content out. Nice short 5-minute videos.
Yeah.
No bullshit.
That's what I'm going for.
Straight to the point.
No clickbait. Yeah.
No clickbait.
Yeah, that's the
no.
other thing. No clickbait, no effort, no nothing. 5 minutes, just bullshit.
No, they're actually quite informative, man. You know your stuff when you,
They are
when you
quite
do it. Yeah, they're
informative.
quite easy to listen to, and
I
I'm
try
really
to know
impressed,
this
man.
stuff.
Catch up on your gaming news in a couple of minutes and
That's
off
it.
you go. Back to playing video games. So,
That's it.
yeah, definitely. Oh, man, I'm stoked. I don't know, you had a baby and all of a sudden you became like, they've got this motivation to make all these movies. I was like,
Well,
the
I'm
opposite.
home all the time now.
Ah, okay.
I'm
Yeah,
still
he's
looking
home.
You're on
after him,
leave.
but yeah. No, I'm still at work, but I'm looking after him, so
Oh,
I'm just at home
yeah,
all the
that's true.
time, so get stuck into something else, see how it goes.
hey,
Yeah,
while they're asleep,
it's
you
fun.
can get away with all sorts. Yeah.
That's it.
I used to go
And
to
it's
the
just
gym
one.
in between breastfeeding sessions. I used to go to the gym.
Oh, see, there
So
you
the
go.
missus,
Perfect.
I wasn't the one breastfeeding, but it would take a good hour. So I was like, I'm going to the gym, babe.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah, you can do it.
Different when two come along, but one, it's manageable.
Yeah, when the second one comes, then you really know you're alive. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's when the YouTube goes downhill.
Yep.
And then they want to be in it.
Yeah.
My little daughter Eva, she's like, "Can you mention me on your podcast tonight?" I'm like, "Oh, okay."
But there you go. Mission complete.
That's it.
Yeah, so she says she's in bed now, but she says to say hi. She wants to come on one day. She's only 9, but
Or you bring them in, they get you 1 million views. That's what you want. That's
Yeah,
what
well,
you
that's
really
it.
want.
she wants a channel too. So I'm like, "Oh, I don't know yet."
I don't know.
Nah.
Maybe when you're 28.
Yeah, I tell her that. She's like, "Dad." I'm like, she rolls her eyes at me.
Cold.
I'm looking
Nice.
after you, babe. Yeah.
Too funny.
No,
Well,
we're still
anyway.
on.
Yeah, we're still on. Thanks everyone
Yeah.
for checking out the show. We've got Kiwi Overkill, we've got Bomber Dog, Sunshoe, Boatman, Snake Gaming.
Yeah, thanks,
Keep
guys.
going up the list. Profit. We had a few more. Iceman was
thanks.
in there earlier.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks.
So-
Appreciate everyone that comes in.
Cliche was there. I didn't see him.
Nice.
So
Oh yeah, Kyle.
Yeah.
Thanks for dropping by, buddy.
that's it. Well, we'll wrap it up there. We'll have a bit more of an organised show coming up soon, and we'll get a guest on. We were sort of thrown off a little bit without having the guest because we thought Scratch would do all the fucking talking, and he wasn't here. So, but anyway, that's all right. We'll be
Sweet.
back next time.
Yep, for sure.
Thanks for dropping by.
Thanks,
Thanks,
guys.
everyone.
See you on
Catch
Twitter.
you soon.
See you on Twitter. See you on Xbox.
Yes.